Man, I only do things incredible can, cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me, cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you wanna be me instead of you, cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
And good afternoon, everybody. There we go. How about that one? Yep. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, just leave it off. Sorry. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby, North Carolina Prep Football pregame show tonight. I'm Kevin Hastings, along with Shannon Allen, and special guest in the house tonight. You know, Shannon, I'm just glad I'm just not all by myself tonight. I'm going to have guests galore. I got Robbie Roop coming up in the Red Zone channel. Yeah. And he's going to join me on the post game as well a little bit, and then so I'm going to be happy. I've got Andre in the house. JP's going to be here in a little bit.
That's where all the food was a while ago. You said you got a large number.
I told him he's got extra food tonight. So last week we only had like 3 people. You've been here the last 2 weeks, so it's been kind of a skeleton crew.
And you forgot my food. Forget that. Let's not forget.
You didn't order it this week, did you?
Last week you did.
Well, last week,
3 of us.
Yeah, I forgot.
Can't forget
fries.
the man.
I forgot his fries.
Can't forget his food.
What he should have done was what I should have done was just order them up the street and go up there and get them. I didn't think about that. And he told me this week he didn't eat anything because he's going to enjoy the cuisine up at Burns and support the school system. Buy some hot dogs, right, Shannon?
Oh yeah.
Maybe some chicken sandwiches. I think that's what they do in Burns. Do they do liver mush or anything like that up in?
No, they do.
What do they do special up there? I know every school does something different.
They got a grill up there. I don't know if it's turkey legs or they do something. It's
maybe
pretty good. Tom
can let us know what they're cooking tonight. Big game in Lawndale, Kings Mountain, and Burns Bulldogs. The only game in the house tonight. Shannon in Cleveland County. So everyone know if you're looking for Crest and Shelby, Shannon, it is not. They're not playing tonight, right?
No, they're canceled till they're trying to figure out a date.
So they are trying to make it up. Mm-hmm. So that's what everybody wants to know. Are they trying to make it up? And the answer is yes, folks. So maybe we don't know when. Maybe on a Saturday night, Monday night, something like that. Shannon, probably. We'll see. Not sure, and we'll find out what happens. You never know. Also, with all the cancellations anyway, one of the weeks in the future may open up no matter what anyway. So you may kind of be patient maybe a little bit on that. And then we've got special guest host tonight, Tim Johnson in the house from usually WCSL, Tim, and you and Danny. And you guys got the week off this week. It's supposed to have Blacksburg in town, right?
That is correct. Yeah, Blacksburg, COVID issue hit Blacksburg high school football team. So Danny and I get the night off and hanging out here with Kevin and Shannon.
Well, so I'm going to pull up the schedule for the folks watching online and you folks listening. What do you mean watching online? Yes, you can watch live on YouTube every Friday night, this show, and then the Red Zone show, that's our new show, Shannon. That's the fun one where I flip back and forth between the 4 shows, and Tim will get to see a little bit of that tonight before he gets out here and eats some dinner with us. We're our meal sponsored by Fats of Shelby, and we're going to be chowing down a little bit. And in the Red Zone channel, folks, we give live, up-to-date scores and highlights during the show, just like the Red Zone. Not just like, we don't have the expert, cameras and ESPN and all that, whatever. But anyway, we do the best we can. We had Shannon. We featured you last week. I don't know if you actually caught some of it, but we did pull up some of your shots. And that's the thing we want to know, Tim. When you're out and about and you're talking to people, tell them on the Red Zone channel, if you'll tag us and tweet scores out in the games, we'll put them on the show live on the Red Zone and on the post-game show, folks. So we've got highlights, and we're going to have to share a couple here in just a little bit as an example to let you guys kind of see how that works. So we'll kind of feature that and go through that. And then on the post-game show, we definitely have highlights and final scores for everybody. And we'll break down some of that. We'll update the power polls. We're going to give that in just a few minutes. I know everybody's excited about that. We've already tweeted it out and Facebooked it if you want a sneak peek. But you can go ahead and listen here in just a little bit. We're going to feature that. Now, next few weeks. Now, this is who you're supposed to have, Tim. If you want to go down the Cherville schedule, can you see that from there, or do I need to make that bigger?
There you go, right there. Yeah. I got glasses on. Blacksburg,
this week's supposed to be Blacksburg at Cherville.
Right.
Now, folks, on WC, if you're usually tuned in on WCSL and you've found one of our other channels, we've got Tar Heels on tonight. So Tar Heels of Virginia Tech. We don't know anything going on right now. So, Shannon.
In Blacksburg.
Before anything starts,
That's pretty good.
This is going to be our first pick of the night. Virginia Tech Hokies hosting the North Carolina Tar Heels in Blacksburg.
I think Carolina's going to win big.
Oh yeah,
So both of
Carolina's
them.
loaded.
Note, win big. Let me find the
You want
score.
to score?
Both win big.
I think Carolina's going to win big.
Yeah.
All right, what you got,
38 to 10.
Shannon?
I'll say 35-14. I'll give him that.
All right. Remember, Mac Brown is only 15-10 as coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels in his return.
I'm telling you guys, he's got a really good football team, a team that can contend to go to the playoffs. I ain't talking about the ACC. I'm talking about to the
big one.
The big one.
Well,
National
we'll see.
championship.
Hokies can ruin it all tonight.
You're right.
In 1 hour.
In that coastal division, all they have is Miami.
Yeah.
That's the team they don't have to worry about.
Well, as far as national championship, now as far as ACC and conference play, yes.
Yeah.
National championship hopes, I'm pretty sure App's going to ruin Miami's national championship hopes next weekend. So we don't have to worry about that at all.
I doubt that.
Because we're gonna run the South Beach next week. And
You're
come
not
down
playing
and
East
wreck
Carolina
County.
again. You're playing a top 15 team.
Here's the
14th
thing about
in the nation?
Miami. At least they're brave enough
They're
to
playing
play it.
Alabama. Tomorrow,
Right. They're at least brave enough to play us. They've come to Boone. North Carolina won't come to Boone. NC State won't come to Boone. They won't. Wake Forest has come to Boone quite a couple of times, and they've went back down the mountain with their hats tucked between their tails. And that's why they won't come to Boone. Now Miami did, and they whipped us. But we'll play anybody.
Have you heard anything about App going to another conference?
You know who? Well,
I saw
first
that
of all,
last night.
You know who North Carolina's playing this year instead of App? Georgia State and another one in their conference. They just totally said
They want to win.
We're not going to play Appalachian anymore.
Yeah.
Take them off our schedule. Now they're playing Georgia State and I think St. Mary's School of the Blind in week 12 or something like that. I'm not sure what it is. So what was your question, Shannon?
I heard I read on Twitter
You know
they're
what I
going to
heard?
go to another conference next year. Well, it's in the works. Maybe not next year, but the next 2 years.
Well, we talk about that on Saturdays, and it's a high school football show. But they're talking about alliancing with the Big Ten. You talk about that or something different?
They just said going to a new conference. That's all I know.
Well, who knows? Maybe that's what they're talking about. So they've got Virginia Tech tonight, 6 o'clock's kickoff, folks. You can listen to that on WCSL, 1590 AM. And that will, when that's over, we're going to join something will join on 1590 AM, Georgia State and Wofford. So they downgrade a little bit, Shannon, on that schedule from App State. Wofford.
Wofford's pretty good.
Wofford. Mm-hmm.
They're an option football team.
That's it.
I want you to say out loud, Shannon.
Got to be disciplined. Play.
I want you to, you said they're pretty good, right? I want you to say out loud their mascot.
The Terriers.
They're not good.
The Terriers.
Well, let's watch out for the Terriers. They're going to knock out the Tar Heels. Jeez. And I don't even, the Georgia State Panthers, they're actually at App's conference. We'll smoke them this year. Anyway, all right, Tim, let's go down your schedule real quick for Cherryville the next few weeks.
Okay, you got next week will be Cherryville at Chase, and then you got Cherryville at Shelby. Then you got East Gaskin coming to Cherryville. Then you got Burns at Bessemer City. Then you got Cherryville at Highland Tech, and then you have Jefferson at Cherryville, Burns Bulldogs at Cherryville, Cherryville at Bessemer City to round it out.
So that's your WCSL schedule here in the next few weeks. And now, Shannon, let's look over at Waggy. Now, see, this is our scheduled schedule, right? Not our. We have no idea what's about to happen as far as, it may change because it has. Because this week we were supposed to have South Point and RS Central. Mm-hmm. We now have North Gaston at Chase. So Chase Trojans tonight will be playing North Gaston. Then they'll have RS Central at Chesney, Bessemer City at Jefferson, Shelby at Jefferson, and then Jefferson at East Gaston in the next few weeks. Shannon, go down the you do the WHS games the next few weeks here.
Is that the one on the left there?
So we got Kings Mountain at Burns this week, obviously.
Kings Mountain Burns tonight. Next week will be High Brighton at Shelby. September 17th, Crest at Ashbrook. The 24th will be Stuart Kramer at Crest. October 1st, South Point comes to Crest. October 8th, Thomas Jefferson will be up at Burns. And October 15th, Bessemer City at Shelby. October 22nd, Hunter Huss at Crest. And rounding up, October 29th, the big one, Burns at Shelby.
All right. So now we do have a schedule change for next week. We want to talk on WLON. Christ the King at Bestburn, we're taking that off. We are replacing it with West Lincoln at Ashbrook. We'll be making it up. So Ashbrook hadn't even played yet, Shannon, this year. They're not playing non-conference until this game. They haven't played any. So they're going to play West Lincoln next week. So Ashbrook so far over not played on the season so far. So I don't know why. I don't know the answer. But they are scheduled to play the Rebels next Friday night, WLON, September 10th. September 17th, Bunker Hill comes into Lincoln Town. Maiden at West Lincoln on the 24th. That should be a big game, and that may decide. That's going to be part of deciding that conference. No, or did Maiden? Yeah, that's going to help decide that conference. Bandy's at Lincoln, October 1st. West Lincoln at Newton Conover. St. Stephen's at East Lincoln in that new conference. That'll be our second East Lincoln game of the year. And then Maiden at Lincoln, and then finish Lincoln at West Lincoln. All right, so that's the schedule here the next few weeks. So let's kind of go over tonight's games, and let's name these other games, Shannon, that we really don't pick. But first of all, tonight's schedule on KTC Broadcasting: North Gaston at Chase. Hey, we'll do it while the people are watching it, so they can. So we'll do. Let's see, Kings Mountain at Burns. How about that? Now it's not on WCSL. I made this artwork yesterday, and then Tar Heels things and all that got changed. So they're on WHS tonight, 101.5 FM, 1390 AM, Kings Mountain at Burns. You can also listen on ktcbroadcasting.com. Click on the big green button to listen to all the games, or click on the artwork at the top of the page. ktcbroadcasting.com, Kings Mountain at Burns. That's in our power poll. We're going to reveal that in just a little bit. And then up next should be on our artwork, North Gaston at Chase. That's on Waggy tonight. Paul Foster, Jonathan Bland will have that. Tanner Halbert will have highlights from Chase. Then Lincoln at East Lincoln tonight. WLON 1050 AM, 107.5 FM Lincoln at East Lincoln tonight. Wolves at Mustangs will be on the radio tonight. Now, Shannon, if you would, the very bottom section there, read the teams that are off tonight. That I'm going to let Tim do the section above it of the other Western, North Carolina Western games tonight up in the mountains.
Okay, so the teams off tonight are Bunker Hill, Bandy's, East Burke, Ashbrook, North Iredale, Cherryville, RS Central, Newton Conover, Shelby, Crest, West Lincoln, and Fred T. Ford. I thought they were playing tonight. West Lincoln and Ford.
That's the one that got canceled.
Okay, I got you. Okay, yeah, so that's the teams that are off.
Yep. All right, Tim, the game's above it.
Okay, it's North Buncombe at Andrews tonight, Franklin at Swain County, Allegheny at Hayesville, Georgia, Forest Christian at Murphy, North Georgia at Cherokee, Mitchell at Watauga, Inca at Rosman. Then you got Owen at Albemarle, Pisgah at Mountain Heritage, Avery County at Hampton, and then you got Unicoi County at Madison, Hickory Hawks at South Caldwell.
All right, Shannon, the ones above it, it's time to put y'all's feet to the fire. Tim, we make them pick games. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you don't know anything about any of these teams other than the mascot. We're still going to pick them, and that's about, I know about some of them. But first of all, I'm going to let Shannon see if he knows anything about any of them first, and then we'll go from there. Hickory at Drone, Shannon.
Yeah, I do. Let me find my sheet here where I've written them down. Hickory, they played last week against Charlotte Latin. They come in 0-2. Drone is 0-1. They've played two good teams. The two teams they've beat that have beaten them are Alexander Central and Charlotte Latin, and neither games were blowouts. So I think Hickory's going to win this one. You know, I don't really know I'm going to say 12-9, something like that. It's going to be a low scoring game because you really don't know what Drone has. They're 0-1. So I'm just going to be a safe pick, say Hickory will win, but I'm going to give it a 12-9 score.
So Shannon goes Hickory 12-9. Tim, who you got?
Hickory and Drone.
Where's it at? Where would I say?
At
Hickory
Drone.
at Drone. I was wondering if it was on the new turf up there. So
Hickory at Drone. Ask Coach. They got a new football coach up there.
Coach Glass.
Yeah, Coach Glass. Yeah, he was at Lincoln the last couple of years. I'm gonna say Drone. I'm going Drone.
What's your score, Tim?
I'm gonna say 18 to 10. 18. I tell you what, 18 to 13.
All right, 18-13 for Tim. High Brighton at West Caldwell. Now, we should do the power poll so I could say these numbers first. You know, I do want to do that, Shannon.
Go ahead. That's fine.
I'll just name them in a minute. These are teams we don't care. These are teams out of there anyway. No, we don't care about. High Brighton at West Caldwell. The Panthers at the Warriors tonight.
So both of these teams are 0-1. West Caldwell lost their first game against South Caldwell, 18-7. High Brighton lost their first game to East Lincoln in a blowout, 39-7. But I think High Brighton, I think they'll win tonight. Both of these teams are looking for that first win. These are county rivalries up there, or county rivals. And I really don't know what High Brighton has. I've heard they're down. So I'm going to say High Brighton 14, West Caldwell 13.
14
scoring game.
Close one.
Yeah.
Another one for Shannon.
Now, High Brighton plays Shelby next week, too. So that's going to be a.
All right, Tim, who you got? High Brighton at West Caldwell.
I got West
now, West
Caldwell.
Caldwell's, that's why these are teams in our conferences, folks, and we're going to talk those conferences.
I'm going to take West Caldwell,
break.
Kevin. And I tell you why, because High Brighton played East Lincoln the other week, and East Lincoln destroyed them.
So you're going to take who, Tim?
I'm taking West Caldwell.
So Tim goes West Caldwell.
Yeah, I'm West Caldwell. I'm like Shannon, probably close game, probably 26-23, something like that.
All righty, Shannon. Directionals. Iredell County. It's the West versus the South.
Don't know anything about them. I'm going to go with South Iredell.
I was about to say, do you not pick the SEC versus the Pac-10?
Yeah, I'm gonna take South Iredell.
All right.
All because of a gentleman that played there years ago named Tyrone Westmoreland that ran all over Shelby in the playoffs.
So no actual breakdown of this game, folks,
yeah.
if you want it. No, they lost to Statesville 27-14 last week. Tim, who you got?
Man.
What score did you say, Shannon?
I didn't.
You didn't.
21-17.
Tim, who you got? West or South?
Man, I'm going to take South Iredell since they're playing home. I'm saying maybe, I'm going to say something like 18 to 15.
Low scoring game for you guys tonight. Lake Norman at Statesville. This should be a pretty good game. Set the tone for some of these teams.
Statesville will win big on that one.
Shannon?
I don't know. I think Statesville will win. I think it'll be a close game. I think Lake Norman's they've got the discipline factor, but I think they've got that under control. But I think Statesville's just going to have too many horses for them.
Athletes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to say Statesville 31, Lake Norman 21.
Now, Statesville's 2-0. They've scored 68, give up 44.
Yeah. I'm going 35-20 Statesville.
Yeah.
So Shannon and Tim both go Statesville.
35-20 Statesville. Greyhounds.
All right, Wilkes Central is who ended up playing, I think, or West Wilkes. Jeez, let's skip that one for a minute. I think it's West Wilkes.
Yeah,
I'll race the Central.
Yeah, I don't know anything about West
Asheville
Wilkes.
at Brevard tonight. A 4A versus a 1A, Shannon.
Yep. All right, so Brevard, they have a quarterback, Anson Burgess, averaging 135 on the year with one touchdown. Now, when they run the ball, they use a kid named Swicegood. Pretty interesting name. But he's right under 50 yards. So, Brevard, I don't think has – I mean, they won last week. They're 1-0. But I think Asheville, Brevard lost their quarterback last week with a broken collarbone, so he's done. Asheville gets their quarterback back.
Well, Shannon, hold on before we go any further.
Okay.
I'm looking at Max Preps right now, and there's not a game listed for Patton.
Yeah, Patton
on
plays.
9-3.
They play Wilson.
No. I'm saying, I'm looking at it right now, and these games get updated online after I've printed this piece of paper.
Oh,
what
okay.
I'm saying is I think this game has been canceled. It's not on Max Preps anymore.
Patton
for Patton, right? So I will find West Wilkes and Wilkes Central. Sorry about that. Go ahead on the Brevard Asheville.
Right. So anyway, Asheville gets their quarterback. He's coming back tonight, and saw Asheville play in the Cleveland County Jamboree, and Shelby beat them if you want to call them beat them, they beat them with the last second field goal. Asheville's got some athletes, and they look pretty good out there. But and I think they'll pick up their first win tonight. I'm gonna say Asheville 28, Brevard probably 17.
All right, Timmy.
I'm leaning on what Shannon said. I don't know anything about Asheville or Brevard. I know Brevard's always had great football teams. I mean, state championship teams in the past. But, yeah, I'm like Shannon. Quarterback makes a difference.
Yeah,
so,
it's huge.
Athletes too, like you said. If they play Shelby that tight, which Shelby, they'll sandbag too. So, but yeah, I'll take Asheville over Brevard, and I'm just going to make up a score, 24-21.
All right. Well, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to finish up the next two picks in that area, and then a couple more, and then we'll do some top 10 in just a few moments on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Since 1986, Witherspoon Insurance Agency in Shelby has been serving families across Shelby and Cleveland County. And today, Wayne Witherspoon continues the tradition of bringing you the best insurance at the best possible price. With names like The Hartford, Safeco, Progressive, National General, and Travelers. Drop by the office today at 125 North Lafayette Street in Shelby and talk with one of their friendly hometown agents. Witherspoon Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agency since 1986.
Clay Barnett Funeral Home in Shelby gives you 5 reasons to choose aquamation over cremation. Aquamation is a gentle, dignified process. It is a flameless process that uses 95% water instead of fire. 20% more ash remains are returned to the family. It is a green process with no emissions or harmful greenhouse gases. And aquamation prices start at $19.95. Consider aquamation, exclusively offered by Clay Barnett Funeral Home. Online at claybarnett.com, with locations at 303 Pfeiffer Road in Kings Mountain and 1401 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. The buffet is open at Jam & Jay's Pizza in Shelby. Come in now and enjoy your favorite pizza and salad bar too. The buffet is open with your safety in mind. And you can order online by calling 704-600-6182. Jam & Jay's does residential delivery. Again, just call 704-600-6182. Just visit the website at jamandjayspizza.com. They're open Tuesday through Sunday. Again, the buffet and salad bars are open at Jam & Jay's Pizza, 1011 Grove Street in Shelby, right behind KFC. That's Jam & Jay's Pizza.
The foot doctors of choice for many in this area are Doctors Jeff Mooney and Ron Mascaranek at Foothills Podiatry. In fact, people come to Foothills Podiatry from miles around for gentle but state-of-the-art foot care. Our staff truly cares about your needs. You can expect top-notch medical and surgical care from the staff dedicated to quality service. Whether a repeat patient or a new one, come see us soon at Foothills Podiatry, 707 North Morgan Street in Shelby.
Foothills Podiatry is proud to welcome Dr. Gretchen Lawrence to their practice.
In Cleveland County, you might see me at a local sporting event, the Cleveland County Fair. We might cross paths at the grocery store or at the next benefit. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local professional when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on most. I'm Bert Costner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And to learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money, be sure to ask for me, Bert Costner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Costner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today. Hi, I'm Calvin Hastings, and I want to invite you to join the boss in Carolina Country as we broadcast live this Saturday, September 4th, from Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia for their big Labor Day weekend sales event. The summer may be ending, but the deals are just beginning on your new Volkswagen, like 0% financing for up to 72 months. Come on in for all the details. Plus, Classic Volkswagen of Gastonia has one of the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in this area, paying top dollar on your trade-in. So join our live broadcast from 11 to 3. We'll have free Subway sandwiches from Subway in Belmont, plus chips and soft drinks. Register to win free prizes, including free Renaissance Festival tickets, free Cleveland County Fair tickets, free rounds of golf, free meal certificates, Boss t-shirts, and more. Mark the date this Saturday, September 4th, the big Labor Day weekend celebration at Classic Volkswagen, 4417 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. Hey, we'll see you there. Are you planning to remodel your home? Or maybe you're considering building a brand new home. Either way, see Willis Flooring in Shelby with hardwoods by J.J. Haynes, plus laminates and sheet vinyl, vinyl plank, Cortec flooring, plus carpet by Mohawk, Shaw, and more. Also shower doors, glass, and quartz and granite and marsh cabinets. And you'll find one of the largest selections of tile in this entire area. Willis Flooring, 2247 Kings Road in Shelby. Call 980-404-0965. Like them on Facebook too.
Now open, the all-new BMC Toner Solutions at 410 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. The new BMC Toner Solutions can save you up to 50% off retail on your printer ink cartridges. Extra large inkjets just $14.99 for black and $16.99 for color. Just call 704-862-7333. They're open from 9 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2 on Friday, and open every third Saturday from 9 to 2. The new BMC Toner Solutions, now open at 410 East Franklin Boulevard, Gastonia.
It's time for the 108th edition of the annual Hickory Fair at the Hickory American Legion Fairgrounds. It's set for 6 big days, September 1st through Monday, Labor Day, September 6th. There will be rides, attractions, entertainment, local agriculture products, and fun. Visit the website for more information at hickoryfair.com. For food, family, and fun, it's the 108th Hickory Fair, September 1st through September 6th at the Hickory American Legion Fairgrounds, 1 American Legion Avenue, Newton.
All right, good evening and welcome back to the Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby, North Carolina Western pregame show. Now, we've got 2 more games on our conference teams to talk about, and then we're going to talk we'll go over the conference standings and then do the power poll real quick. So we've got Hendersonville I'll tell you that in a minute. Hendersonville at East Henderson tonight. Hendersonville at East Henderson. Shannon, does Hendersonville continue their winning ways?
Yes, I think this is one of those games you have I got 118 points scored total. Yeah, because both of them can score, and they've got some good offenses. And neither one of them can stop anything. So I'm going to say Hendersonville 70, East Henderson 48. Good round number.
Tim.
38-25 Hendersonville.
And no 18-13 on
Nah.
this one?
Nah. On this one.
All right, Polk County heads up the mountain at West Henderson. Can Al Bundy lead the Wolverines tonight to victory?
Polk comes in 1-1. West Henderson 0-2. Polk gets the win, 14-10.
So Shannon's got Polk County.
Yep.
24-17 Polk County.
Tim's got Polk County. All right, so standings, folks. Let me look at the standings here. You guys have got a copy of it too. These are our local standings. Let's just go over a couple of them real quick, how they're kind of looking right now early on. I tell you what, I'm going to read the conferences just so we know. Let's just name the teams, and then we'll do the power poll through that way, and then so we'll go around about that way. So in the Southern Piedmont 1A, 2A, it's East Gaston, Bessemer City, Burns, Cherryville, Highland Tech, Shelby, Thomas Jefferson. Tim, over in the South Fork 2A, it's now
Maiden, Bandy's, West Lincoln, Bunker Hill, East Burke, West Caldwell, Newton Connor, and the Lincoln Wolves.
And Tim, go ahead and take the conference below it. We're going to call it the Western Foothills 2A.
That will
that,
be
Shannon? Does that sound right?
That works.
All right,
that'll be Brevard, Chase, Hendersonville, Polk County, Patton, RS Central, and East Rutherford. And so,
all right, Shannon, Big South 3A.
It'd be South Point, Ashbrook, Stuart Kramer, Crest, Forest View, Hunter Huss, Kings Mountain, and North Gaston.
And then Shannon, go ahead and take the last one. We'll call it the up near Lake Norman west side, somewhere around Lake Norman area,
Right.
3A.
East Lincoln, Statesville, North Lincoln, West Iredell, Hickory, North Iredell, St. Stevens, and Fred.
Tim, you got a
C.
good
Ford.
name for that area? You know it better than I do.
you can call
What
it
could you call that conference?
Lake Norman Conference.
Is that what you want to call it?
Yeah.
I didn't.
'cause-
That's what best I got.
You got East Lincoln, Lake Norman. You got Statesville's pretty much close to it as well. You got North Lincoln. That's right there like East Lincoln. And West Iredale's on the lake. And so Hickory
got a different
got a
lake.
lake. Yeah, Lake Hickory.
They do.
And so North Iredale's lake. And then St. Stephen's, you can go same way. So.
All right, so we'll go with that. And Ford's got a hog hill. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
all right, power poll is out. So let's break down this week. So let me pull it up for the folks watching online. I got to do the. All right, so out of the top 20, we'll mention them real quick. RS Central, West Iredell, Highland Tech, Huss, Hickory, Kramer, Cherryville, Patton, Crest, and Newton Conover. That's 21 through 30 in that order. 31 through 37 is North Iredale, North Gaston, Forest View, Lincoln, and Bessemer City, St. Stephen's, and Fred T. Ford. How does this work, folks? For you folks never heard it before or seen it, you get 4 points for a 4A victory, 3 points for a 3A, 2 for a 2, and 1 for a 1A. Now, we cite adjustment on the losses. Lose to a 4A, 0 points. Lose to a 3A, -1. 2A's 2, so 2A is the easiest one to remember, 2 and 2. And if you lose to a 3A school, you lose 3 points. That's how the power poll works. It is not our opinions. Shannon did not put these in order. I did not put. Well, I put them in order. All I did was the math on them. So if you don't like Shannon, if you don't like the theory of relativity, don't get mad at Einstein. I'm just putting a theory out there. Is all I'm doing.
Okay.
So we want to be as fair as we can. So it's basically a modified standings for our 37 area teams. Now, Shannon, I'll let you do 20 through 16.
All right, so number 20 is West Caldwell. Number 19 is
But real quick, tell how many power points they got, their record, and how many points they've given up. Sorry, I wasn't clear on that.
All right, now hold on a minute.
It says it in the picture.
All right, so West Caldwell at number 20, they power points is
0
points, and they've given up 18.
They've given up 18 on defense.
18 on defense.
And they're 0-1.
And they're 0-1.
There you go.
Okay. All right, so Ashbrook, they're not across the board. They haven't even they
haven't played, and they're
yet.
still ranked because obviously they haven't lost yet.
Right.
So you can't lose points. If you lost 1 or 2 more games or over, you're going to be below them.
Yep. All right, so number 18 is Polk County. They have given up 51 points. They're 1-1 on the season, and they have 0 power points.
Yes.
All right, so number 17, North Lincoln. Hey, they have given up 32 points on defense, 1-1 on the season, and 0 power points. And number 16, East Burke, giving up 19 points on the season at 1-1, and they have 1 power point.
All right. So, Tim, I'll let you do 15 through 11.
Okay. Brevard's got 1 power point, and they're 1-0 and giving up 15 points. Thomas Jefferson's got 1 power point.
No, we're going backwards, folks. So say the number 2. So number 15 and 14.
Okay, no,
Folks
I'm sorry.
Folks listening don't know that. Well, I know the folks watching can see us. But yeah. So
number
go
4,
ahead,
Brevard
Tim.
was number 15 team, excuse me. And number 14 team in the power ranking is Thomas Jefferson. They've got 1 power point. They're 1-0 and giving up 8 points. Kings Mountain, number 13, they're 2 power points, 1-1, and giving up 37 points. East Gaston, the Warriors, they are 2 power points, 1-1, and giving up 35 points. And Terry Reinhardt's West Lincoln Rebels, 4 power points. They're undefeated, 2-0, and giving up only 14 points. They're better than what they're right now.
Yeah, I got a text the other night that they should be number 1, Shannon. I'm like, it's not how it works, Terry.
No.
It's not your opinion, Terry. It's not just whatever you think.
Yeah. I mean, they're a good football team, but they're not the best team in this
All right.
division.
The top 10 when we come back. No, we'll stay right here. I tell you what, we'll do the top 10. Dad, stay down the hall, and then we'll finish our picks for the rest of it because we got to break those down. So our top 10. Number 10, South Point, 4 power points, 2-0. They've only given up 14 points in 2 games on the season. Now, next is number 9, Chase. They're the only team in the power poll with 5 power points at 2-0, and they've given up 27 points, so they don't have to do any type of tiebreakers. Now, the next 5 teams, next 5 teams have 6 power points. So the tiebreaker is defensive points given up between a 5-way tie. So it ended up being Hendersonville at 8, give up 35 points. Burns at 7 give up 26 points. East Lincoln at 6 has give up 24 points, all 2-0, all with 6 power points. So that makes our top 5 teams in the area as of tonight, and then I'm going to give a breakdown of what could happen based on who they're playing in just a moment. Bunker Hill, 6 power points, 2-0, only 18 points in 2 games, Shannon. That's kind of surprising, right? The Bears, are they back?
Yeah, I think they are.
They've scored 71 to go along with. That's usually a good
Who they
sign.
play? That's the key.
Well, that is. I don't have their exact schedule up, but I do have last week. Who they beat last week, Shannon? Did you miss or get that one right?
Dude,
Shannon's
I nailed
picks
it. You
last
know I
week
nailed it.
was
Don't even
20-7. Let's see how bad he missed Bunker Hill.
I got Bunker
He
Hill
got
right.
that one.
Yeah,
He
I got
picked
you.
49-3. The
Who did Bunker
score
Hill play last week?
St.
was
Stephen's,
42-0.
Who's that?
St. Stephen's, right?
Yeah, they
St.
won
Stephen's.
42-0 on St. Stephen's.
Yeah,
last
St.
night.
Stephen's not very good.
No, Maiden's going to score 80 tonight, maybe.
Yeah, you probably right.
So for you Maiden fans, expect to be number 1 next week. I would say mark it down. We'll kind of talk about that here in a little bit. Number 4 is the Bandy's Trojans. They've only given up 13 points in 2 weeks. They've put it on people as well. Last week they won 49-3 over the Ford Tigers. Shannon guessed 49-6.
Wow.
Shannon.
Pretty good pick.
About nailed that one.
I don't want to brag.
Almost nailed down. Now, if you don't want to brag, we can talk about some of these other scores. How about the Crest pick, the Bessemer City pick?
Hey, I about got that Crest one
Eastburg,
right now. That Crest, it kind of worried me first half. Second half, I'm like, okay, I about got this one right.
The Robbinsville, totally missed that one.
Yeah.
South Iredell, Tuscola, Rosman, Shannon, just terrible on those. But the teams in the local area, you did fairly well. I will say.
And I will say,
you nailed that score.
Bandy's, I think, right now is a surprising team for me, especially since they lost their quarterback. Kid moved to Rutherford County, and you think, well, they're going to have to start over fresh. And so, they're doing,
All right,
they're doing
if
something good.
both of you had to put $5 on it, a sandwich from Fats, which school wins that conference?
So, man,
Maiden, Bandy's.
Maiden easily.
Caldwell.
Maiden easily.
All right, so y'all think
And I'm going to tell you, West
Bunker
Lincoln come in
Hill?
second. It'd be
All right.
Maiden and West Lincoln, top two teams
All right.
in that
Agree
conference.
with
Number
that. Agree with
3, and this is the first year they've been in our power poll, and really against any of our teams for the most part, except in the playoffs. The Statesville Greyhounds are now part of the KTC area. Of course, they're not one of our 3 teams, but they're in our 5 conferences that we cover. We cover those 5 conferences that we just mentioned. So Statesville is currently number 3, 7 power points. And they're 2-0. And tonight, who do they have, Shannon? Do you remember off the top of your head? I can look. I've got it right here.
I don't know.
Lake Norman.
Lake Norman,
Yeah, that's right.
Now, if they win, Shannon, Statesville's probably going to be number 2 in the power poll. Because Shelby, who's number 2, is not playing tonight and cannot get any points. So Bandy's can't jump Shelby. Bunker Hill can't jump Shelby because they're not going to be there. But Statesville can. East Lincoln can. Burns can. Hendersonville can. And Chase can. They can get 3 points tonight. So Shelby can drop as far as 5 spots to number 7, I think, if I did the math right. Maybe 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, to 7, I think, Shannon. So if the other teams win. So Shelby could drop tonight.
Something need to
will drop.
Make a work of it. Bunker Hill has a new head coach this year.
Okay.
First year head coach.
You know who it is? Because I don't.
I do, but I can't remember. I know that Bobby McLaughlin is the offensive coordinator up there.
Well, Shelby in 2 games, Shannon's give up 26 points. 13 points a game's not bad. Historically, just on my recollection and opinion, our championship teams have give up less than 20. So anything under 20 has been the measurement, Tim, as far as teams that have been able to finish the deal. Even East Lincoln, when they won it down at Wake Forest that time, they had a good defense too. So Shelby is number 2, 7 power points, 2-0, and Maiden 2 shutouts. And Shannon, is it going to be 3 shutouts in a row tonight?
It better.
Yeah,
You're playing St. Stephen.
They'll score. Right. They'll score at least 50 on St. Stephen.
So we'll go from there and do these picks. So Maiden at St. Stephen's, number 1 at number 36 in our power poll. Shannon.
Hold on, I got it written down here somewhere. Let me find it.
So you got St. Stephen's.
Yeah, didn't I have them winning?
23 to 3.
So
No.
Okay, here we go. You want to know anything about them, or you just want to score?
Not if you're picking by 50.
Yeah, it's 56 to 3. It's 56 to 3. I'll give them 3 points.
All right, Shannon's research says 56-3. Tim.
56-6.
56. Both of them.
They'll score in the fourth quarter with about 2 minutes left in the game. Maybe not that much.
Well, Watauga would score, and Watauga didn't even.
But be wary, and I'm not saying Maiden will do this because I don't know, but be wary of teams or defensive coordinators who has shut out teams and haven't give up a point all season is going to say, I don't want to give up a point to the backup.
56 to 6.
So maybe not. We'll see.
That's going to become an issue, especially if they shut out 3 teams in a row, and then now getting ready to go into conference play. That's just going to pump those guys up. They're going to be jacked.
I knew the head coach there, Will Byrne, real well. Me and Will's good friends, good friends, and he's got a really good quarterback, and he's got a receiver that's D1 that can play anywhere, and he is fast as lightning. And he came from Bandy's. He transferred from Bandy's.
Well, the quarterback did. He came from Bandy's.
No, the quarterback has been at Maiden, but the wide receiver transferred from Bandy's. He's the real deal.
All right,
he's special.
When we come back, we're going to finish our picks, and then we've got highlights from last week coming up in just a few moments, and highlights from last night, guys. We already have a score. Pine Lake Prep beats Rush City 20-8. We'll be right back.
Since 1986, Witherspoon Insurance Agency in Shelby has been serving families across Shelby and Cleveland County. And today, Wayne Witherspoon continues the tradition of bringing you the best insurance at the best possible price. With names like The Hartford, Safeco, Progressive, National General, and Travelers. Drop by the office today at 125 North Lafayette Street in Shelby and talk with one of their friendly hometown agents. Witherspoon Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agency since 1986.
Want a wild guess this holiday season? Learn how in Cleveland Community College's Cooking for the Holidays class. Learn to prepare festive dishes your family and friends will rave about. Want more? Learn the basics of cooking professionally in the 10-week Culinary Academy. Don't delay. Register today. Evening classes are available, but seating is limited. Call 704-669-4015 to register or to get more information. Again, 704-669-4015.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O, with a tick here and a tick there, here a tick, there a tick, everywhere a tick, old MacDonald.
If old MacDonald had a farm today, he'd have a Coyote tractor on it for sure. Test drive one at your local Coyote dealer.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sells, Highway 18 North, Highway 27 intersection west in Vale. Fun has a new address in the Charlotte region. Catawba Two Kings Casino is now open. 24/7 gaming excitement is here in Kings Mountain at 538 Kings Mountain Boulevard with 500 slot machines. Slot some time in your day at Two Kings. Take exit 50585. Regulated by the Catawba Nation Gaming Commission. Must be 21 or over to play. Play responsibly and within your limits. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call the National Council on Problem Gambling at 1-800-522-4700. Smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby. Dr. Stroud, Wilson, Thompson, and McMurray invite you in for all of your dental needs. From preventive care to cosmetic dentistry, from crowns and bridges to root canals and implants. For your appointment, call 704-482-3281 or visit the website at shelbydentist.net. Yes, smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby, located at 416 West Warren Street. Kids love them. Hey, and you will too.
What do we got?
Code 94, circuit breaker.
Let's break it down.
Susie's got dance recital, Kevin has midterms, Dan's trying to watch the game, and I'm just trying to make dinner.
Kevin!
Flip the breaker! We should take a look at that breaker.
Relieved of duty.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Wind Supply of Shelby provides the local plumbing and electrical contractors of Shelby and the surrounding area with the most profitable solutions for supplies and services. They have a dedicated team of experts and top name products like Delta, Moen, American Standard, A.O. Smith, Renai, Gerber, Milwaukee, Gould's, and more. Visit their showroom soon and see how you can keep your kitchen exciting. That's Wind Supply of Shelby, located at 208 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and online at windsupplyinc.com. You know there's nothing like a Southern Sunday, and now there's nothing like the Southern Sunday meals from Pat's Cafe in Shelby. Get a meat and 2 or 3 vegetables or a big veggie plate. Meats include buttermilk fried chicken breast, country fried steak, grilled or fried lemon pepper fish fillet, a Sunday sirloin, calabash fried or grilled pork chops, home-style turkey and dressing, or a Sunday breakfast skillet. Southern Sundays. Now at your Fats Cafe, 1235 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Bases loaded with nobody out is a problem for a pitcher. And not having your taxes done properly is a problem for you. That's where we call on Kimberly Spicer, CPA in Shelby. Just like the closer on a baseball team, you can count on Kimberly Spicer, CPA. She can assist you, along with small businesses, with your tax preparation, with years of valuable experience as an IRS registered tax preparer. Kimberly Spicer, CPA, 214 North Morgan Street in Shelby and 280 East Main Street in Forest City.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Every Friday night, 5:30 to 7 o'clock, we're live on the radio. And also, so if you're listening on the radio and you're going in different areas tonight, we're not on Cherryville. They've got Tar Heels tonight and Virginia Tech. We'll give some updates in that game as that goes. Also, we've got on WHS tonight, 101.5 FM, 1390 AM, Kings Mountain at Crest. What am I talking about? Kings Mountain at Burns. And North Gaston at Chase is on Waggy tonight, 1320 AM, 107.5 FM in Rutherford County. And in Lincoln County tonight, Lincoln at the East Lincoln Mustangs. Now, we'll have Matt Chapman and Logan Baker for that game. Jason Sane will be getting highlights of that game, so we'll be getting Twitter highlights for there. Kings Mountain at Burns will be Tom Sinafani and Brent Pasco, and Matt Royster will be getting highlights of that. North Gaston will be at Chase tonight. Tanner Halbert will be getting highlights from there. We've already had highlights from Bessemer City and Pine Lake, and we're going to go through some of those tonight. I need to update that scoreboard on the one that everybody's watching right there already. 7-0 Virginia Tech. I done told you that the turkeys are going to go all over the Rams.
I take my Tar Heels.
Nobody chokes like Mac Brown.
I'm a Wolfpack fan.
I know. That's all. I can't believe it, Terry. Ken's convinced you.
Well, he tries to.
He's convinced you. He has brainwashed you. I think you're a Tar Heel fan now, Tim.
No way.
We can get you a Mac Brown. How about a Mac Brown bumper? Not a bumper sticker, but the tag that goes on the front. So everywhere they go, you're his number one fan.
Give me a Wolfpack.
Now Terry gave him his number one finger last week on the show, and it didn't. I don't think it's the same one that you and Ken have. No, Terry ain't have none of that mess. All right, let's see. Pine Lake Prep last night, 20-8 over Bessemer City. Let's finish our picks. South Point at Hickory Ridge. Now, guys, this is a tough one. South Point's 2-0, but Hickory Ridge is too, I think, Shannon. And they've stomped some people into the grounds. I just saw a tweet a few minutes ago when I was typing it in. He said, I've seen Hickory Ridge twice in the past 2 weeks. There's no way that South Point beats them.
Yeah, I don't, I think there's two different type of offenses, but it all boils down to you have to have good discipline defense. We mentioned that a while ago about talking about discipline on your defense. To stop South Point, we were talking about another team, but again, South Point, you know what they're going to do. They're going to come in there and they're going to run that red bone. But Hickory Ridge, I think, and I've got them here. I got a lot of stuff on them, but it's still you got to have to stop Hickory Ridge, and I think they're going to have too many athletes. I think they're going to be physical just as much as South Point is up front. And Tim, I got them beating South Point, another close one, 42-41.
Shannon, what type of offense did Hickory Ridge? They run spread.
They run a spread. That's what I saw online, and it could have been just a fluke thing, but they got a good quarterback. He's averaging almost 200 yards a game. They've got a good running back. They've got a big receiver, and so I think Hickory Ridge, have they ever played each other before?
I don't know. Good question.
I would doubt it.
Yes, I think it'll be a shock at the beginning.
4A now. Hickory Ridge is 4A, South Point 3A.
Yeah, I think it'll be a shock at the beginning because South Point's going to hit you. They're going to hit you in the mouth. But I think once things settle down,
now Shelby can drop another spot because Hickory's 4A. I had them written down as a 3, so South Point could jump in front of them if they can pull the victory off tonight.
I don't think they will. I think Hickory Ridge will beat them. It'll be a close game.
What score?
42-41. Hickory Ridge.
42-41. Shannon. Tim.
Well, this is tough. South Point for years has been dominant, and they went to West Lincoln, and West Lincoln beat them in the second round of playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But West Lincoln was really good here. They had Cannon Bridges and had a really good quarterback, Mason Hewitt. So, I don't know much about Hickory Ridge, but I'm going to have to go with the Red Raiders. Just I'm thinking something maybe 30-24 Red Raiders.
All right, so Tim goes Red Raiders.
They're playing at Hickory Ridge, right?
Yeah, at Hickory Ridge. Tim, what'd you say the score?
30-24.
30-24. All right, Northwest Cabarrus visits number 17, the North Lincoln Knights. Who you got? Tim, let's let you start with this. How about the Knights hosting Northwest Cabarrus tonight?
I'm a Basil fan. Coach Basil and I are good friends, and he don't have a lot of talent. He lost a lot of players. Ty Williams, the outstanding running back, who's a D1 running back, is not playing from my understanding because of grades and issues and stuff like that. I'm going to say Northwest Cabarrus. I hate to say this because I'm a North Lincoln guy too. Great program there. Coach Basil and the coaches, I know them well. I'm thinking Northwest Cabarrus, and really North Lincoln, their defense is
now
really
now
played
before
well.
you say that, Tim, before you say that,
Yep.
I don't want you to make a mistake.
Sure.
Northwest Cabarrus 0-2. They've been outscored 62-9.
I'll take North Lincoln.
I was going to say that next. I was like, there's 62-9.
I was trying to pull it up real
I
quick.
appreciate that, Kevin.
I'm trying to keep you for. I was like, Tim probably doesn't know anything about Northwest.
I don't know
Cabarrus.
anything about Northwest Cabarrus.
So Tim's going with the Knights.
I go with the Knights. I say, I'm thinking big. 28 to 16.
All right, Shannon.
Yeah, so Tim, you were talking about Coach Basil. They have a quarterback, Kyle Kovacic.
Yeah,
Can you say his name?
Yeah.
So I
Good
think
kid.
as he goes, I think that's the way North Lincoln's going to
Exactly.
go. Right
That's
now.
a good point. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you.
He's their main horse.
Yep.
He's their quarterback. He runs the ball well. Yep. So I think I got North Lincoln winning 21-6.
That's a good score.
So 21-6 for the Knights for Shannon.
Basil's a great coach.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah,
he's tough.
He was tough at Newton Conover for years.
Yeah. Oh, I wrote that in the wrong spot. 21-6. So that sets up Forest View at Freedom. Forest View 0-2. They've
East
only
Lincoln
gotten
beat
beat
up
by
on them pretty good.
they've got beat by East Lincoln and Burns, two teams that are actually pretty good. So Shannon, Forest View might not be bad. It's 23-39. They've scored 23 and give up 39 in those two games. So how do you see? Can Forest View go up? The Freedom's not as good as they have been, right?
No, and I look at they've lost two games, but they've gotten beat by, we mentioned,
Two
Burns,
really good,
two good teams, two strong teams. And Forest View, and I don't know about the East Lincoln game, but I know
East Lincoln put it on them.
Okay, well, at Burns, they held them. It was a close game. It was the first game, so maybe that was it. I don't know. They have a quarterback, Austin Parker. He's got
21-7 Mustangs over Jaguars.
Okay, so they got two receivers in Camry Reed and Nathan Aguilar. I heard their names a lot when it was on the radio. Freedom, again, they beat East Burke last week 13-12.
Right.
Forest View's going to be Forest View's going to be a lot better than East Burke. They played tougher teams in Freedom. I've got Forest View winning their first game, and I've got Forest View 28, Freedom 14.
All right, Tim. Do the Jaguars
I like that score.
win on the road for their first game?
Yeah, I think Forest View. I was going to pick them regardless. I'm thinking something 31 to 14.
All right.
They could hurt some feelings in the Big South, especially when it comes to playoff time. Forest View may not make it, but they're good enough to beat some of these teams on you let them keep it close in the fourth quarter, you never know what will happen.
All right, we've got East Gaston. I'm going to skip over one for just a second while I do some research. East Gaston, number 12 in our power poll, won 52-0 week one against North Gaston. Then last week, they come back down to earth with a loss. Where did I find it? East Gaston. To South Point, 28-27 by one, Shannon.
Yeah,
Wow.
What was
They're
my
not
score
bad.
last
That's
week?
not a bad football team right there.
No, they're not. And East Gaston, they're led by Trenton Shell at quarterback. He's averaging 186 in the air, and he's got two good running backs, two big running backs, Justin Hill and Marco McKinney, both averaging around 70 yards a game with two touchdowns. And so when you think of East Gaston, you think, well, this is another East Gaston team. This is going to be a blowout. This is a different group. This is a different group of players down there they have now. They got a new coach. He's changing the culture, and it seems to be working. And then you got Kramer, Justin Rockamore, who's been there forever, and he's just a junior. He's not having a big year like he had in the spring, and he's not. And I don't know if it's because maybe the receivers, he doesn't have a good line. I don't know, but he's only averaging 158, which is not bad. But last spring, I think it was like 300 a game. And these kids was putting up big numbers. So having said all that, I've got East Gaston winning this one, and I've got it 28-27.
Wow,
over Forest or over
the exact same score for last week. So Shannon picks East Gaston. Tim, did you write that down too?
I wrote 29-27.
He did.
29. Did you pick East Gaston?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
29-27. Now Kramer has lost 29-18 to Bunker Hill at Bunker Hill. And then they handled the Yellow Jackets last week easily 38-6. So that's where they're at. And then East Gaston, we said 52-0, then lost to South Point by 1. So you both go with the Warriors against Kramer in a tight one down in Belmont. Now, Central Cabarrus is 0-2 on the season, 24-0 to Mount Pleasant, and lost 28-17 to Robinson. And they hit into Hunter Huss. I think this is Huss's first game of the season. No, they lost.
They're 0-1, yeah.
Shannon,
Huss?
Carson, wasn't it? Wasn't it Carson that beat him?
It might have been. It wasn't last week. There's not on my list.
How
It was
good is
week
Huss?
one, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you know much about Huss?
I don't think.
I don't know what's going on with Huss. I mean, past 2 years, they've always been dominant. They've been, I think they lost a lot of athletes or a lot of good players to graduation. And I think this is a rebuilding year for them.
How about Central Cabarrus, Kevin? What do you know about
They're
that?
0-2 and give up, like I said, they've scored 50. That's Kramer. Sorry. Central Cabarrus has scored 17 and give up 52.
Ooh. Means they don't have an offense or defense.
Now, well, Huss scored 13 and gave up 65.
Huss has got to have some athletes, guys.
So
they got to.
They got to have some athletes. You got to pick Huss on this.
It's either, Shannon, this is going to be 50-50 or 10-10.
Yeah.
Which one you going with?
I'm going 14-8 Huss.
14-8. So Shannon's on the lower end of that. 14-8 Huskies. Tim?
I'm going to say 38 to 26.
Who?
Huss.
It makes you wonder, like up in Cabarrus County, Central Cabarrus, Northwest Cabarrus, now they have West Cabarrus. Wonder where all, because they used to be decent. I mean, it used to be pretty good school or pretty good teams up there.
Splitting them up.
Northwest Cabarrus, is where Natron
Shannon, let me
Means
ask you
came
this.
out.
So in Gaston County, there's 9 publics and a magnet. If Cleveland County had 9 schools, how good would the football teams be?
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's
you got to think like that.
Yeah.
Lincoln County, they've got 4 schools as well.
Yeah.
And I know that it's, you do it by population, however they do it or whatever. But either way, if you would split all that into smaller 2As and 1As, it'd be a lot different. Now, if they did that, I think Coach Pruitt told us last Saturday that Blacksburg and Owen, was it Owen or one of them? Avery County Avery County was the closest Western 1A besides Bessemer City public school.
That's a road trip. That's
Closest
who
1A
played.
public school was Avery County.
Yeah, that's who Cherville played first game of the season.
That's what he told
and
us.
beat them.
He said he said everybody's 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And or they're the charter schools. And so when they originally put the charters in the 1A,
Hendersonville's 2A.
Yeah, when they put the charters in the 1As, it was be competitive because they didn't have as many students. But now that it's nothing but charters, especially it's turned it into baseball and basketball. Yeah. It's nothing but the charters. And then now those 1A schools like Bessemer and Cherville, that's all they're playing. And if they want to travel anywhere, it's either 2A. That's where they're going to split now.
Bring down Bishop Sycamore.
Well,
let's go.
Or counties like Cleveland.
They signed Cam Newton.
Y'all could split up into 7, 8 schools, Shannon, and we could have new conferences and new rivalries around here.
Yeah,
but that's not going to happen. All right, so Winston-Salem Carver is at Highland Tech. They're 1-1. Carver beat the Atkins Camels last week, 22-6. Does that help you, Shannon? Now Highland Tech they won a couple games last year and gave Cherville a run in the spring, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but Carver, if it's traditional Carver that comes down here, it's going to be a track meet.
Well, I don't think it is. They only won 22-6. You know who Atkins is?
No.
They lost to Northmore.
I still take Carver over.
Yeah, I don't.
Northmore is
Winston-Salem Carver. Is that who you talking about?
Yeah, it's got to be Winston. Yeah, Winston-Salem Carver. Yeah,
it's got to be.
Yeah, because they're in that conference.
I got to tell you a story. Let me tell you this quick story right quick about Winston-Salem Carver. Back in 2010 or 11, something like that, Lincoln High School went to Winston-Salem Carver and played them in the first round. Okay, and Winston-Salem Carver kicked off. Lincoln got the football, went down. First play of the game, Winston-Salem Carver. It's a linebacker, just a big linebacker, kept running back and forth, and the quarterback was behind the center anyway. And he just called the cadence and stuff like that. Linebacker kept going back and forth. All of a sudden, before he snapped the ball, the quarterback called hut. I never forget this. The linebacker jumped over. This is God's truth. He jumped over the defense, jumped over the defensive tackle, jumped over him in the air. He ran and jumped over him and hit the quarterback. And, I mean, just absolutely nailed him. That was the best thing he did, because that woke Lincoln up on the first play of the game, and Lincoln won. I think it was like 14-7.
Was that a playoff game?
Yes, first round of the playoff game. And the next year, Lincoln played them in the finals, in the Western Piedmont finals in 2A, and Winston-Salem Carver beat them and got beat the state championship game. Wow. I'll never forget that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah, Carver can intimidate you.
You better believe
you're not
it.
Ready if you don't have people to intimidate that, or that won't take intimidation well. Yeah. And
I have a list.
That's when Lincoln had Peanut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lincoln could give it back to him. Yeah.
I don't know how this is working. Graham, You know where that's at, or
Something near Reedsville, up near.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Winston.
So North Moore is 2-0. That's who Carver lost to. But I can't find them nowhere. I've got a list of the actual 4A split and a 4A here, and I can't find nobody in this conference on this list. Cummings, Bartlett, Yancey, Graham,
They're 2A, right?
Chatham Central, Jordan Matthews, and Seaforth. It's a 1A, 2A split, but they're nowhere listed on my list of actual schools in North Carolina. So,
well, like Cummings,
I printed
would be
that off
called,
the Athletic Association site.
Cummings is like they're like a name. I think that's the last name. So
Burlington Cummings.
Yeah, they like W.A. Cummings or W. Look in W's if it's in alphabetical order.
Okay,
and that may be or T.A. Cummings. Maybe no, that's T.A.
Used to be Burlington Cummings back in the 90s. I don't know what it is now.
I just know there's coat. They got some coats out there. All right. So either way, you got Carver or Highland Tech. What you guys got?
I got 28-0 Carver.
I got 34-0 Carver.
Now I'm gonna warn you guys.
Now if Highland wins,
I'm
something's
gonna
wrong.
warn you guys.
Something's dead wrong.
Let me tell you what it ain't gonna be. Nothing.
Go to halftime.
All right.
At least go watch the band. Carver brings.
It is not going to be nothing. I'll tell you that. Davidson, Community School of Davidson, no longer in our conference because of the split. They're at Thomas Jefferson, who's number 14. Shannon, who you got?
So Thomas Jefferson, Bryce Jurgensen's our quarterback. They got Dakota Twitty going to University of Virginia as a receiver.
He looks like a tight
good. He's
end,
good.
don't he?
Yeah, big
he's
guy.
He's a big kid. Yeah, and they'll put weight on him in the when he gets to Virginia. But so I think Thomas Jefferson. I've got them winning 24-21. Community School of Davidson, they've got a pretty decent team. Davies is their quarterback, averaging 170, and but he's like the Kovalchuk kid. As he goes, he's all they got, as far as passing and throwing the ball. So I think Thomas Jefferson wins at home because that's a different place. Don't they have a new field? Is it ready now? Their new stadium?
I think they're
Or they play their last spring? Maybe
I think they're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
their football field. Yeah.
So
That's
Thomas
what
Jefferson.
Yeah, they're on the. You saw that?
Yeah, me and Dad was
there.
there last year. Yeah.
It is turf, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
It is.
yeah.
Nice field. Real nice.
So you got Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah,
Shannon?
24-21.
And Tim.
35-15, Thomas Jefferson.
All right, North Gaston at Chase tonight. Waggy, 1320 AM, 107.5
Gaston,
FM.
Chase.
Number 32 at number 9.
Oh, that's easy.
Paul
Chase, big.
Foster and Jonathan Bland, and then Tanner Halbert will be having highlights from there. Shannon, what you got?
Don't know much about North Gaston. Coach Clark, he's just trying to rebuild what was there when his dad was there, and then when he played as well when they had the quarterback, not
AJ
Vida
Blue.
AJ Blue, yeah. But Chase, now Chase is a team that you can't overlook. I think they're going to go up there and win the conference this year. They got a kid named Marquise McCombs, running back. He's averaging 234 yards on the ground.
They should have beat Shelby last year.
They should have, and a lot of people
They had them beat.
Yeah, we've talked
Are they
about
happy
this.
they're not playing them this year, Shannon?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because Chase did lose a lot, but
Now, you know where they could play?
replaced them with a lot.
In the playoffs.
They could play in the playoffs. Yeah,
Yep.
Chase is
that
going to
would
be a scary
that would
team.
be an outstanding game to be at, and it would be Chase Shelby in the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right.
So when
Shannon?
Bradford was there, I think he changed the culture. I think Cogdell now is solidifying this thing, and a lot of people around Cleveland County. I know you have the Chase Shelby thing. They've never beat them. They've got to get that out of their mind now because this team's for real, and this program's starting to turn around. And again, the McCombs kid, he's just a junior. He's going to be a good ball player. He's already a good ball player. He's going to be a great running back these next 2 years. They got a quarterback, it's a big kid, Damian Boykins. Of course, tonight Chase is going to win, but don't count this team out. They're pretty good.
North Gaston has been scored 6-93 in 2 games.
56-6, Chase.
44-0.
44-0 says Tim. All right, Lincolnton, number 34, Lincolnton at number 6, East Lincoln on the season. Lincolnton comes into the ball game, folks. They are, and remember, this is non-conference now. They've scored 25, gave up 74. East Lincoln have scored 70 and give up 24. And Shannon, East Lincoln ain't playing no slacks. They beat High Brighton and Forest View.
East Lincoln.
Yeah, they ain't played down. They played. They went into it hard playing 3A.
Yeah, they got the Mizell, how you say his name?
Yeah, he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback.
He's a junior.
And then the Markel Clark and Keandre Walker as their receivers. East Lincoln.
Markel.
Yeah, East Lincoln. We were talking about them a while ago. They're a solid team, and Lincoln's just having some just can't put a good team together on the field. I know it's early. Maybe they'll turn it around with the Ball's at quarterback, and they've got Stansel as well rushing the ball. Kimoni Heath, and Easton Dellinger. I just know these names because I'm online. I don't know how good they are, but, East Lincoln's looking for that first win. Or, excuse me, Lincoln is. I don't think they're going to get it tonight because you're playing a really good football team. And so East Lincoln 35, and I got Lincoln 13.
All right, Tim?
35-13. I already got it wrote down.
Y'all quit looking at each other's notes.
All right, before we go there, Kevin, East Lincoln's got one of the best players in the state.
Yeah, talk about him.
Yeah, Cutter. He's a linebacker. Also plays on offense too, fullback. Coach LeBoy.
Ben Cutter, right?
Ben Cutter.
Yeah,
yep.
got him written down.
Ben Cutter. He's a junior, and I'm gonna say right now he'll be a Shrine Bowl player, and he'll be playing on probably Sundays if he can stay healthy. He's that good. He's in the Chasserat type of ball player. He's unbelievable. And I tell you, the quarterback, like Mizell, he's a great quarterback. He can throw the ball. He can run. He's smart. He don't throw picks. He's already got 6 touchdown passes, I believe, already this year. And then on top of that, their defense is for real with Cutter in the middle of that defense. So smart. And Lincoln they're little. They just don't have the size. I did talk to Brent Gates the other day, and Brent said they got some young talent coming up, but they're young. So
everything I saw online about East Lincoln, he just mentioned all the players that were on there, juniors.
They got athletes.
They're going to be good next year.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
All right,
listen,
Shannon.
they got more kids coming.
Wow, the big game in Cleveland County tonight, the only game in Cleveland County tonight. This is our last game to do. Kings Mountain at Burns. Mountaineers in Bulldog country. Bulldogs, Shannon, have beat Crest. If they beat Kings Mountain tonight, they'll be well on their way to. They could win the county championship last week of the season. Shelby and Burns.
Mm-hmm.
But who you got tonight in Lawndale?
All right, so Burns quarterback Ben Mooney comes in averaging 151 yards with 3 touchdowns on the year. On the ground, they're led by Jeremiah Norris, who's just a sophomore, and also Lamont Wilson. A receiver is Ryan Thompson, averaging 62 yards, and Chase Bridges averaging 47 yards. So they spread the ball around a lot. But defense is where Burns is going to hang their hat. They've got Kahari Haynes, Azari Brown. These are the 2 big names at Burns that are probably going to go be playing on Saturdays after they graduate.
Every highlight I have on defense is those 2.
Yeah, and they also have Hunter Davis, Nick Vincent. Tom can tell you more about these kids at Burns.
Now Shannon, they're 2-0.
They're 2-0. And
their point spread is 3.
Who have they played, Kevin?
They've beat Forest View and Crest by a total of 3 points combined.
Well, let me ask you a question, guys.
2 3A wins for the Bulldogs.
4 points. Yeah, 3 points. That's right. Yeah.
Is Gibson still Lefford Gibson still the defense coordinator there at Burns?
I have no idea.
Lefford Gibson
was or was ever there.
He was there last year. He was defense coordinator. He did a great job.
Not sure about
they
that.
played Salisbury. Try to find that out. I'm going to tell you why. He's a great defense coordinator.
That's what used to be at Lincoln, right?
Now remember, Shannon, Burns last year, it was 2. I'm going to not exactly off the top of my head, 2 to 4 games last year where Burns won on the extra points. And we talked about this on Saturday. The South Point game was one and we've had these all across the board last week where teams, you said the 13-12 game, East Burke won 13-12 last week. All you got to do is hit an extra point. Get a 2-point conversion, and team after team after team loses these close games, and all it is and people don't think about that. Well, hey, we got a touchdown. Well, crap. Now what are we going to do?
Well, they got a good kicker at Burns. They got the kid named Camacho. He can put a foot on the ball. But look at last year, Salisbury beat Burns by a field goal.
The extra points are
game.
so important.
Yeah, that's big.
And who was the defense coordinator there? Lefford Gibson.
See, I'm trying to think, and I don't. I mean, I know the name. I just don't know who. He may have been.
He was the head coach at Lincoln. He was at Lincoln for 15, 16, 17 years as defense coordinator.
Yep.
Then he became the head coach, and then he moved on to I'm trying to think, East Rutherford, and then he left from there and went to Burns as defense coordinator.
Okay.
So, and he's a great defensive coordinator. I'm telling you guys, this guy knows his stuff.
They look good on defense. But Kings Mountain, let's talk about Kings Mountain. So they, past 2 years, they had probably the most talent they've had there in a long time. And just ran into buzzsaws when they got in the playoffs. And then COVID hit, and then the pace hour kid went to Gaffney. But you still had Dede Wilson that's now at Missouri. So they had talent there, but they just could not get over that hump in the playoffs. Now, they're led by a new quarterback named Lamont Littlejohn. He's receivers of Bryson Brown, Sel Randolph, and Caleb Hollins averaging 100 yards on the ground for rushing the ball. But now, the thing about Kings Mountain, they're not going to beat you like they did last year. They're not going to put big points on the board, but they got a stout defense. So it's going to be great defenses tonight. So I'm going to say it's going to be like last week. It's going to be
4-2.
Game.
Who?
24-21.
Oh, somebody's going to score
24-21.
touchdowns. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to give Burns the edge because they're at home. But it
Burns,
would not surprise me if Kings Mountain beats them.
Timmy, Bulldogs hosting the Mountaineers.
Well, I mean,
what you got?
Burns beat Crest. Quality, really great football program, and beat Forest View. I'm going to say Burns beats Kings Mountain, a 3A school. I'm going to say 23 Burns Bulldogs, Kings Mountain 20.
All right, when we come back, we'll have highlights of that Bessemer City Pine Lake Prep game, and we'll give you the schedule, the rest of the schedule again for this week's games on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Since 1986, Witherspoon Insurance Agency in Shelby has been serving families across Shelby and Cleveland County. And today, Wayne Witherspoon continues the tradition of bringing you the best insurance at the best possible price. With names like The Hartford, Safeco, Progressive, National General, and Travelers. Drop by the office today at 125 North Lafayette Street in Shelby and talk with one of their friendly hometown agents. Witherspoon Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agency since 1986.
Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville and the Falston Pharmacy in Falston are open to serve you. You can come on in and get your prescription filled, or you can continue to use their convenient drive-through window. And at Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, the grill is also open for breakfast and lunch. You can even call your order in at 704-435-3259 and pick it up at the drive-thru. And both stores are welcoming patient transfers. Buy local, shop local at Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville, and the Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston.
2 locations to serve you. That's Auto Parts U-Pull and Scrap Metal, located at 1025 County Home Road in Shelby and now at 851 Car Farm Road in Lincoln. Auto Parts U-Pull and Scrap Metal will buy your junk car or even your house and come pull your own parts. New additions arrive every day. Admission fee is $2. They also buy copper, aluminum, steel, cast iron, tin, and brass. See the king of parts. Auto Parts U-Pull and Scrap Metal. Open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. 1025 County Home Road in Shelby and 851 Car Farm Road in Lincoln. Online at autopartsupull.com and see their page on whatsupshopper.com. Like them on Facebook too.
Go to Trackside Trader in Kings Mountain. They're getting in new fall merchandise now. Check out their quality women's clothing from Lemuel, Simply Noel, Shanna, Easel, Adora, Zanana, and more. Then choose a Myra bag and jewelry from Smoky Knot Brass or Anjou to accessorize your new outfit. Shop now during the 20% off sale on selected items and pick up gift certificates for the holidays while they're registered for the $500 shopping spree. Shop Trackside Trader, 210 South Railroad Avenue, Kings Mountain. Open Wednesday and Thursday 11 to 5, Friday 11 to 4, Saturday 10 to 2.
Question: where do you buy a used car with a lifetime warranty? The answer is Friendship in Forest City. Friendship has lifetime warranty on new and used cars. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. That's Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby. Through the years, I've seen a lot of trophies and plaques, and none appear nicer than those which come from Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies. Their guarantee is not just a guarantee, but a promise for courteous service, the absolute lowest price, quality products, on-time delivery, and most of all, your satisfaction. Awards for all occasions, plus rubber stamps and engraving. That's Mark Dedman's Carolina Trophies in Shelby.
Online at carolinatrophies.com.
You work hard every day to provide for yourself and your family. Why not let someone else help out every now and then? As your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, that's why I'm here, for peace of mind, and to help you to protect what matters most to you in Cleveland County. I'm Bert Kostner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. Be sure to ask for me, Bert Kostner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Kostner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today. Looking for a great buy on new zero-turn mower? Look no more. We got it at Ojo Power Sports and Equipment in Shelby. Right now, you can buy a brand new Aaron's zero-turn 42-inch mower for only $27.99. That's right, only $27.99 for a new Aaron's 42-inch zero-turn mower. Plus, see the line of Ferris, Snapper, Snapper Pro, Hustler, Walker, Ryan, Red Max, Husqvarna, Simplicity, Shindawa, Z-Spray, and more. Hojo Power Sports and Equipment, 110 Grigg Street off South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Online at hojopower.net. Like them on Facebook, too. Plumbing problems? Well, if you're not an expert plumber, then we invite you to call the Expert Plumbers. That's Olmsted Plumbing in Forest City. Just call 828-245-7302. Recommended since 1973. From faucets to sinks to toilets, from sewer and drains to well pumps, from dishwashers to disposals to bathroom remodeling, residential and commercial, new homes too. Don't let your plumbing problems drive you plumb crazy. Call Olmsted Plumbing in Forest City. 828-245-7302 or visit the website at olmstedplumbing.com. Olmsted Plumbing is now hiring for skilled service technicians and skilled equipment operators.
All right, welcome back to the Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby, North Carolina Prep Football pregame show on KTC Broadcasting live on YouTube. And, of course, we've got Shannon Allen in the house tonight, as always. Tim Johnson's here tonight. Join us. Thank you, Tim. You've done a great job in helping out tonight. You're on Cherryville Ironman football, and next week you'll be back on Cherryville Ironman football.
No, I won't.
Oh, no, you won't. You're taking next week off?
Me and my wife
Okay.
going to the beach.
Yeah, well, Tim won't be on Cherryville.
We're going to the beach.
So in the first 4 weeks, Tim's going to get one football game in somehow. So he'll be gone next week. So we'll have a different. Who are they playing again tonight? I've got that schedule.
They play. Is it Chase next
Here
week?
it is. Yeah, at
Chase. Yeah.
Now that game may be simulcast anyway. Since if you're going to be on, it'll be easy anyway because Chase is it could be our game of the week next week because we don't know if RS Central's playing yet, Shannon.
I don't know what they're doing.
So they're supposed to be on our schedule. So we're supposed to have RS at Chesney. We don't know. We may have a Cherryville Chase simulcast on WAGY and Cherryville here in so just follow us on Facebook and Twitter. It's the only thing I can tell you guys to do every week. All right, we've got an update. Still 7-0 Hokies. 13 minutes into the second quarter.
Ooh, that surprised me.
Hokies got 7 first downs. Tar Heels 5. Hokies 131 yards. Tar Heels 76. Sam House 3 for 6. Let me clear my throat, Shannon. All right. So anyway, all right. Let's go. Let me finish up. Let's give you kind of some updates on let's talk about our top 10 real quick. Let me give you where teams could end up, Shannon, after tonight. Okay. So Maiden could end up with 11 points or 7, more than likely 11 if all things hold. Shelby can't get anything tonight at the 2 spot. At 3, Statesville can either end up with 11 points and a tie with Maiden, but more than likely won't be able to break it with defense unless Maiden gives up 46 to.
That's not going to happen.
State
That's not going to happen. You know it's not going to happen.
So Maiden 1, Statesville probably 2 this week, maybe if they win. Now, if Statesville loses, they're going to end up with they won't lose any points, but they'll only be 7 points. They'll be tied with Shelby, and Shelby will still be ahead of them. Now, who can jump Shelby, Statesville, Bandy's, and Bunker Hill? Bandy's, Bunker Hill not playing tonight. So those 4 teams can all be jumped by the whole bottom row for the most part. East Lincoln could end up with 8 points in the 2 spot. Or Burns and Hendersonville can jump all the way up to the 2 with 9 total points. So Burns and Hendersonville, if they win, they're in the Catbird seat, 2 spot. If Statesville wins, Burns and Hendersonville could either be 2, 3, or 4. So for you Burns and Hendersonville fans, if you win tonight, you'll be 2, 3, or 4 in the power poll. East Lincoln can get 2 points tonight. They'll move up somewhere in the 4 to 6 range. Chase can get up to 8 points, so they can get, and them and South Point can also get up in the 4, maybe even all the way down to 10. Or no, they'll be 7, so 4 to 6 range as well for them. So they'll all move up with victory. So that's how it'll kind of break up. West Lincoln no game tonight. East Burke no game. Kings Mountain could move up can have 4 points after this week, but they start playing 3A teams next week, so they can start building points there. So Brevard, however, it could jump the biggest. They can go from 1 point to 5 with a 4A victory over Asheville tonight, guys. So that's our updates. Now let's do some highlights from last night real quick. This is Bessemer City takes a 2-0 lead. Shannon, you thought they scored an extra point up there, didn't you? You thought we went for 2. No.
Jameer Holmes. I thought
this is the sometimes when your defense is so swarming and so much pressure, Shannon, the other team will hike the ball out of the back of the end zone. So here's Bessemer City with the 2-point. Didn't go all the way out the back. He tried to get out and
that was a punt, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was trying to punt. They were trying to punt, and Bessemer City, gets the safety here. Let's see if Brian wrote the name. No, he didn't get the name, the number on that. So Brian Nichols takes care of the highlights for us, folks. If you want to do highlights, how do you get a highlight on KTC? Just tag us at KTC Broadcasting, at KTC Sports, KTC Red Zone, at What's Up Shopper. We will take any and all highlights from the sidelines, from the stands, wherever. We pay people to actually go out and do some of this, folks, believe it or not. And shouldn't have said that out loud. Probably should have, Tim. And then, but here's some of the more highlights. How about Pine Lake Prep 9-yard run? This makes it 2-point conversion no good. So this made it 6-2. So that's Pine Lake Prep in the white. If you folks watching don't know, they hand it off up the middle, left side, got the end sealed, and they get in barely there at the corner of the end zone with the tackle there. And again, I don't have a number on that truck, but scores there right on the corner. That corner for Bessemer City, no help on that. He was getting pushed out of bounds. That's why I said that. Somebody did a good job blocking, Shandy. Shandy, should I say it better that way?
Yeah.
I'm pulling for my team here. All right, here's another. This is Bessemer City's touchdown of the night. Up the middle, big gap, walks it in for the score. Missed the extra point. That was Justice Cooper, 11-yard run for the Yellow Jackets. So I tell you what, we got a touchdown here in his name. So let's put Justice one more time from 11 yards out. Inside, handoff there for the score. All right, that made it 8-6. But Pine Lake Prep comes back, makes it 14-8 on a 4-yard quarterback keeper, 95-yard drive in Bessemer City. They had a good view of the scoreboard as they marched down the field on that one. All right, finally, 69-yard touchdown breaks the game open and kind of puts the nail in the game with 2 minutes left. For Pine Lake Prep, the Pride won last night. So this was last night, folks, 20-8. And then we're going to show you some highlights from last week. So there's a handoff left side. Spell, we got him dead to right, Shannon. 3 people all around him, and nobody grabbed him.
Whatever happened to that quartirback Pine Lake had last year?
Well, they probably
He's pretty
graduated.
good.
I mean, I wonder where he went.
I
Did he go
don't
to
know
college?
I don't know. He could throw it.
Oh yeah, he could. He's all they had, really.
So the handoff, here's what's bad about this. Let's break down the film, Shannon. So you see the pull and tackle, right?
Right.
He's got the defensive end dead to rights.
Yeah.
But he misses him. He don't even block him, and we still miss this play up. Whoop! Got 1, 2, 3, 4, up, and there he goes. So one thing I do like to point out on some of these, not to pick on the kids too much, but Shannon, you see it every week. If you're on defense, finish the play. Because things like this happen. Because sometimes, and I showed you the Ironman touchdown. We're going to show you that here in just a moment. Because sometimes the ball might bounce right into your hands, right?
Right.
And you never know because it's a funny shaped ball for the most part, right?
Bounce is funny.
It does. It's crazy. All right, I'll find the time. I'm going to pull up the Cherryville Ironman touchdown. We'll talk about the lineman a minute ago. So let's go over some of the highlights from last week as we got a few minutes. Some of the big ones I'll show this. How about Ben Mooney? This was against Crest for the 34-yard touchdown, Shannon. And you were here at the game. Caught him a little play action slant over the middle. Safety missed the tackle and over the top. And they walk into the end zone. Does Chase Bridges. How about Stuart Kramer as a 14-yard play? I'm going to show that against Bessemer. How about Dalen Lita Williams on a pass? He kind of got wrapped up. And he did a good job, Shannon, not going down. And ends up finding the wide receiver over here on the left in the flats for the score there. And he broke a couple tackles. Touchdown for Shelby. Stuart Kramer, 25-yard field goal. We don't need to see that. Shelby, 2-yard touchdown. AC Reynolds the big way. How about West Lincoln, 19-7? This is a play against Cherryville. This is off the right side. So if your folks are watching here, let me fix that. There you go. So they go off right
Gilmore.
side on the option.
Yeah, Trace Gilmore.
That made it 19-7. Seems like I missed one down here. So, folks, what am I doing? I'm scrolling through at What's Up Shopper. We post all our scores from the sidelines on What's Up Shopper. Is it? And then we retweet everything from KTC Scores, KTC What's Up Shopper. This is the block punt by North Lincoln last week against Lincoln, and for you Lincoln County fans. So, boom! Blocked punt, picks it up about the 20. No, picks it up about the 10, and fumbles, rumbles, and down about the 3, and out. for the Wolves. All right, so let's get back up. The Cherville, it seems like I missed one I wanted to show. I want to show Touchdown Mama. Where she is. Here's Touchdown Mama. Shannon, have you seen this?
Well, I heard it last week, and Coach
Go Pro on Saturday morning.
Yeah, because you asked him, like, is this his mother?
He said, yeah. He said he didn't want to answer questions. Yeah. That's fine. But anyway, a little rollout pass. This is not Touchdown Mama. This is the West Lincoln dump pass, and that West Lincoln scored.
That was to the tight end.
Yeah, the Cherville had a good little stop there, and the what I mean by the DBs did good getting the wide receivers, but the underneath ended up getting in. There was the Cherville score. Where's my pass to Touchdown Mama? I'm trying to find it. So what's up, Shopper? Folks, check it out there. We got just a few more.
Just passed.
Did I? That was the one we just showed. It's 7-0. For some reason, it's not showing up in my thread. I'm just skipping over it. You know how Twitter does, and they'll slide stuff in.
Here's the thing: there's a lot of people go to these games, and you see on other social media they put videos up there,
right?
And that
tag
it, yeah, because you got some good videos out there. Especially up in stands like this. This is wonderful.
This is Jeremiah Norris kick return. Shannon, he's got a little.
He about had it on.
He's got a little lightning in him, but Shannon, the problem is the 35-yard line can tackle.
Yep, he jumped up and bit him.
Yep, 35-yard line takes him out here.
I was actually down at that corner, and I was like, okay, he's getting ready to score, and then he hit the dirt. It's like, well.
I feel for the kid. I've been in that situation. You get up into open space, and you want to go faster, and your legs start moving, and your body hadn't caught up, and you get off balance. And,
I never had that problem.
You never had that problem.
I've never had that problem.
You get out in open space sometimes, you get excited. You're like, oh gosh, what do I do?
I haven't been in too many open spaces.
Now this is a long run that ended up being a touchdown. I mean, a few plays later. So it's a little hitch pass.
It's Lincoln, right?
Lincoln against North Lincoln. Lincoln, a player across the 50-40, cuts it back across the 35, up the middle, and then bounces it outside, comes all the way across the field. He gets so close to scoring here, he dives for the end zone, but the knee was down at the 2. Lincoln would punch it in, but North Lincoln would come away with victory. Here is what I think is someone who had to run the option sometimes in high school. This is what I think is a great play from the quarterback. He pitched it 6 yards down the field, Shannon. And some coaches won't let you. Some coaches will. But this option was.
Is that who that is?
Yeah. Well, he pitched it to Mason Avery, and then he went the rest of the way. But option play, touchdown. It says they didn't say this is Husky quarterback keeper. He scored. I won't show that. A handful of calls.
What you do is, Kevin, on that option play there, the quarterback is reading the defensive end. When he cuts it up, it's the linebacker.
Right.
With the outside linebacker. If he comes at him, then he'll pitch it.
And so so different teams run out a little bit differently, Tim. Some go off the linebacker, some go off the end. When I was at Cherville, we went off the linebacker, which I liked because when you run off the end, you're smoked meat. I'm like, I got hit every single play on the defensive end. I'm like, Coach, we've got to run off this linebacker, do something, and they wouldn't switch it for me. But I was like, I'm just getting killed out here. But this is Crest for the touchdown. Shannon, you got a good shot of it. Also, there was a question. No, this is the sack to end the game. Yeah. Sorry about that. This is the Zach Vincent sack to end the ball game. Bulldogs win by 1. All right, the rest of the schedule tonight, folks. What's on the schedule? Oh, there we go. WLON, 1050 AM and 107.5 FM, Lincoln at East Lincoln. WHS, 1390 AM and 101.5 FM in Cleveland County is Kings Mountain at Burns. And Waggy up in Forest City, Rutherford County, 1320 AM, 107.5 AM, North Gaston at Chase. We'll have highlights from all 3 of those games tonight. And then coming up, the Red Zone channel starts at 7:30, folks. Red Zone at 7:30. We're going to send it out to the stadiums now for the pregame shows at the stadiums. Red Zone at 7:30 to 9:30-ish. If we got something really going on, we'll stay till 9:45. And then the postgame show, 10 to 11:45 tonight, brought to you by Full Throttle Power Sports. You've been watching and listening to the Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby, North Carolina Prep Football pregame show. Thank you, Tim Johnson. It's dinner time. I got you guys some food. And Shannon, I didn't get you anything. You didn't want anything. So no thank you to you. We'll see you guys next week on the Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby pregame show on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Since 1986, Witherspoon Insurance Agency in Shelby has been serving families across Shelby and Cleveland County. And today, Wayne Witherspoon continues the tradition of bringing you the best insurance at the best possible price. With names like The Hartford, Safeco, Progressive, National General, and Travelers. Drop by the office today at 125 North Lafayette Street in Shelby and talk with one of their friendly hometown agents.